Capricorn, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for April 11th through the 17th of 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out the link because the signs are different. All right, Capricorn, so this week we've got the first quarter phase, which has been that new beginning, specifically with your guys' communication and how you think about things, maybe even in terms of reading and writing. So that's been a big emphasis already. You can be gaining a lot of energy with all these planets, or particularly with the sun here in the third house, gaining energy through reading, writing, sharing, communicating, knowing how you communicate, learning more about that, learning more about your mind, how your mind works, bringing that presence into the mind, which is so important for you Capricorns with that Pisces third house. And you can be enjoying these things with Venus, and this is a good area for you to mix things up, try new things here, new ways of communicating, new ways of expressing yourself in that sense. A lot of old energies being released with the mind, the communications, but that's finishing up with the South Node. And you're doing some healing in a bigger picture with how you communicate and how you work with the practical side of life. But this week in particular, we do have some very nice aspects collectively. In fact, nothing but nice aspects. And a lot of it's involving Mercury. Mercury is going to be forming a grand trine in the sky. And it all starts here very early on Tuesday with Venus trining up to Mars. So this is a very good yin-yang synergy, masculine-feminine synergy. And this is involving two particular areas. One is that third house, which now I think this week you could be quite direct with those communications, quite direct with your mind. Maybe the reading and writing is energizing you, motivating you. You've got that support there with that. Now vice versa, Venus is trining up to your Mars, which has been in your 11th house. So lately you've been probably quite direct on pursuing your future plans or your goals, or maybe income from work, which is that second from the 10th. For some of you, maybe community things or group matters. Now all of that has been in a bigger picture, the theme, because your ruler Saturn's been here for about the past year off and on. But you guys are in a bit of a reflection of all this, reflecting on the ideals, remodifying these future things. And that's good. But with Mars, particularly this early part, you can find that you could be enjoying the continued motivation and drive of pursuing these hopes and wishes, or these group and community things, or this progressive energy that could be coming through for you. Now Venus does rule your 5th and your 10th house, so you could find motivation and drive to express yourself this early part, as well as maybe even to cultivate your career or productive life. And vice versa, you can find that you're enjoying your home and family life with Mars ruling your 4th this week, or at least there's a support with that. Now in terms of this Mercury starts his nice aspect with Neptune on Tuesday with a sextile. So this has been a Neptune in your 2nd house, helping you gain an acceptance about the material world, having faith and trust about the material world, and letting go. And even letting go in terms of your sense of self-reliance and allowing life to guide you there intuitively. So that can be easy this week with sextile from Mercury. And the real emphasis of all of this, though, is that your Mercury's been in the 4th house. So a lot of you have been thinking about your home, your family, your health, maybe working on your home, family, and health for about the past couple weeks, depending on when you're watching this. And so with Neptune, there's this easygoingness about it. And, you know, if there's routines or whatever it is you're working on here with your personal life is really getting activated this week. And early on, it can be accepting, it can be connective, it can be compassionate with your emotional body, easygoing when it comes to home life, family life, your health. And then midweek, Mercury starts to form this grand trine, starting with Jupiter on Thursday. And so this is pretty much all week long. This has been a Jupiter in your 8th house, which has been helping you guys learn more about matters relating to intimacy, matters relating to shared resources, cultivating the things that really matter to you in life. And a lot of this is going to start to move direct next month. So it's still good to reflect on all these things, right? You're learning a lot about it, and it's a great week for that. You could be finding, in fact, that there's a lot of this good communication and understanding about these deeper things, this deeper life, this transformation that you're doing, and learning more about transformation. So very good with that 8th house. Also very good for the home and family stuff, which again, you could be finding inspired, or maybe you're seeing what's possible with that For some of you, opportunities. Now, Mercury does rule your 6th and your 9th. So same thing goes for your routine, your work, and your adventurous spirits. Could be optimistic in those areas, maybe opportunities in those as well. Now, over the weekend, we start that trine up from Pluto with the Grand Trine. This has been a Pluto in your 12th, really helping you restructure your deep self, your spiritual self, releasing old unconscious, very much unconscious belief patterns or just habit patterns in your life. And there's been a lot of transformation with that, but this transformation this week very much supports these water houses. So where you can connect to presence, you can connect to your emotions and home life, you can connect to what really matters and your intimate relationships. So very powerful. In fact, it's a very good weekend for diving deep in terms of re-examining, rethinking about home and stuff, and family and health, because this is going to be an area of reflection for you at the end of the month once Mercury goes direct here in the 4th. Mars is actually going to go retrograde at the end of this week, and he rules your 4th, so you guys are going into an examination time about home, family, and health, and so with all the support this week, it's good to gain that momentum, then as the weekend unfolds to re-examine a lot of this, because it's through the re-examining of how you think about it, how you work with it, your mind on the subject, will help you see more possibilities, because this is a very insightful week. And that can be an insight of seeing things you didn't see before, being willing to dive deep. So an excellent weekend for diving deep. In terms of this reflection, for about the next 3 months up until June 29th, with that Mars retrograde, you guys will be reflecting on the future stuff that you might be motivated towards or building towards. For some of you, again, maybe community or group things. Generally, your future stuff, your hopes and wishes for a lot of you. So re-examining, re-evaluating, redoing those things in your life. Now, Pluto also goes retrograde at the end of the week, going into next. So re-examining your spiritual self. That meditative time in your life, that alone time. Can be very good to go within and reflect in terms of how you can continue to learn more about your deep spiritual self. So in a nutshell, these are the water houses. A lot of support here, specifically with your personal life, home, family, and health. Could be inspirational, could be deep and transformative over the weekend. Also in regards to your routine, your work, could be transforming and changing, could be opportunities there, as well as adventure and the spirited aspects of life with Mercury ruling your 9th. All right, Capricorn, so I hope you guys have an excellent week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next week.